What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the PopRave. Before we get into today's hot tea, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Diddy's son, King Combs, is out here threatening 50 Cent because of the Diddy documentary that 50 Cent funded and executive produced. So, in a tweet and delete, King Combs actually tweeted and said, "On my dad, if I ever see 50 Cent, I'll slap the F out of him." And 50 responded, "Little bro, first close your damn mouth when you take pictures. I've been raised 3 different times, sold records, sold shows, sold liquor, sold power. You still living off Wi-Fi and legacy, relax." Now, 50 and King Combs actually don't like each other. And last year, King Combs actually dedicated a whole diss track towards 50 Cent. And 50 did respond. And he said, "Now, why would you say some shit like this when you know the feds are investigating? Is you stupid or is you dumb? LOL." Now, there's 50 who's been shot 9 times and survived, okay? And then there's King Combs. If I hold on, let me put the pictures up here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Like, in what universe does King Combs actually think he can go up to 50 Cent and slap him, and 50 Cent is just gonna stand there and take it? And by the way, 50 Cent actually moves around with a lot of security. He doesn't move around like a normal human being. And one of his people, somebody actually revealed and said that 50 Cent moves around with heavy artillery.
You had Navy SEALs with him. 2 in all directions. Probably about 6 of them. Walkies in their ear, vested. Gun strapped to their thigh, bullies on them, semis on them, magazine cartridges. I said, yeah, he ain't slipping.
Today's not the day.
Nah, 50 moved different. He moved different.
I'm glad.
I mean, he's been shot 9 times. He's definitely moving different. And now this is... this boy thinks he can just go up to 50 and just slap him on his daddy, who's still alive, by the way. I mean, do people swear on people who are still alive? Do y'all swear on your parents who are still alive? Now, King Combs and his sisters were also making headlines, okay, because the sisters, they were receiving a lot of backlash because, you know, they had to go about... They were continuing their lives like this documentary doesn't exist, and people were shaming them and, you know, cursing them out. Now, they also had a message to send to the haters.
Don't let the haters bring you down. Just keep going. Keep chasing your passions and dreams no matter what. Yeah. Do not let negative people get between you and your goals and dreams.
Kudos to that. Don't let your haters bring you down. Now, speaking of haters, we're going to talk about Megan and Milagro because it seems like Megan is not letting Milagro live a free life. So Megan is still going to be going after Milagro Grams, even though she lost the case, okay, the defamation case. She wanted to bury Milagro, and it seems like that didn't happen. So she is now trying another move. So in a previous video that I posted a while back, link is in description, I did talk about Megan changing her attorneys. So there was word going around that she was going to hire Trump's attorneys, and those are the ones that are actually working on this case. So this is what Megan wants to do to Milagro. So Megan's lawyers are asking a court order to permanently enjoin the online commentator she sued, Milagro Grams, from cyberstalking Megan, which could cover written and spoken comments about Megan. Now, this is not a criminal charge. It's just a court order that is designed to stop alleged harassment. So she's still going with the narrative that Milagro is harassing Megan. If this is granted, so any violation will have Milagro in contempt of court, and Milagro Grams could actually get arrested. So Megan is still going after Milagro. She should just take the L and move on from this, because a lot of people are actually seeing Megan now like she's actually bullying Milagro the same way people think that she's bullying Tory Lanez. Now, speaking of Tory Lanez, he did an interview with NBC News for the first time. He decided to speak out ever since this whole trial started. And it was actually good to see him on TV, you know, because he was stabbed 14 times. He did survive. He looks good. He looks healthy. And he decided to share his version of the story.
trial. Do you regret not taking the stand?
I think if I would have taken the stand, the verdict would have definitely been very different.
The rapper's legal team filed an appeal, which was denied in November. But his team is continuing to fight, with plans to file multiple appeals next week, this time with the California Supreme Court, in one claiming newly discovered evidence that they weren't provided during Lanez's 2022 trial, including hundreds of pages of medical records for Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, which they allege raise questions about the fragments removed from her foot after surgery. His team argues that the fragments were not provided ahead of trial and that this was a violation of due process.
He should have taken the stand. He could have been a free man by now if he had taken the stand. But anyway, his lawyers advised him against it. Now, about him filing in California, I don't know, because Rogue Nation, word on the street is, and allegedly, word on the street is that Rogue Nation has the courts in California in their back pocket, so I don't know how this case will go. I don't know if his appeal will be granted or if it will be thrown out. And if it's thrown out, I really hope that they won't give up. They should just keep on appealing. Anyway, it's, he's got 7 more years. 7 more years for something he did not do. Everybody knows he didn't do that. And there's a lot of evidence, but both teams actually fumbled this case. Anyway, moving on from that. So, Ice Spice is receiving a lot of backlash because of how she decided to show at the private screening of the SpongeBob movie. So she decided to show up in this lace lingerie outfit. And keep in mind that this is a kids show and there are kids around. And she decided to dress like this in a public place with kids around. Now she is receiving a lot of hate, a lot of backlash for this. As she rightfully should, because there's a place and time for certain outfits. If kids are around, you gotta dress appropriately. Now, y'all, a round of applause to Charlamagne, because it seems like we're still gonna have him on the Breakfast Club. So he is not getting fired. He is not gonna lose his job. So in my previous video, link in description, I did talk about this, whether he will be fired or not, because his contract, there were rumors that his contract has not been renewed. But his co-host Lauren Lauro took to her X account and said that his contract has actually been renewed. So she said this on her X account. Radio personality Charlamagne the God signs $200 million deal with iHeartMedia, extending his time with the Breakfast Club. The iHeart and the Black Effect Podcast Network partnership and more at Forbes. This comes after rumors that his deal would not be resigned. Following the news, I reached out to a source close to the short, thick man for a comment exclusively. The comment was, "Leave me alone, Ashy." So Charlamagne is not going anywhere. We're still going to hear him on the radio. We're still going to watch him on his podcasts. And I guess that settles it. Now, people are not letting off on Megan Thee Stallion because there's an old clip that she did with Shay Shay. This was in early 2024, and this clip is actually making rounds now. So keep in mind that this was before Megan got with Klay Thompson. So she was talking on this show, she was talking about how all the men she's dated are not nice men, and she would like to find a nice man. And I guess she's found a nice man who is Klay Thompson. Now, she's receiving a lot of backlash for this because people are saying, if a woman tells you, if a woman who's dated around and slept around says, "You're the first nice man I have ever dated," you gotta run the other way.
Husband, I'm praying.
You want me to have a husband?
Yeah. Don't you want a husband? Don't you want a family?
I just want a nice person. And what?
So you just want a relationship?
I don't just want a relationship. I want to be with somebody who loves me.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Cares about me.
Okay.
I want to really genuinely be happy.
You want a family?
I do want a family.
How many?
I want like 5 kids.
I have never dated somebody so kind. Like, this is my first relationship where I ever been with somebody who's genuinely a nice person. And he makes me genuinely happy. Like, I just never dated somebody like him before. And I'm just grateful that he's here by my side and he feel the same way.
So guys, what do y'all think about the topics that we have talked about? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. And that is all I have for you guys in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in my next one.